What is up, my friends? How's it going? And welcome back to the 6th episode of our Parthian Let's Play series with your fellow comrade Summary. In the previous episode, we had initiated a war with the Bactrians, and pretty much so far we have done quite well. We have outmaneuvered 4 to 5 Bactrian full stacks with just 2 stacks, which is one of the most amazing things that I have pulled off in Divided et Impera Rome 2 Total War. However, here we are in the next turn, and we are capable of further pushing our offensive towards Bactria. And as you can see, Bactria only has 4 stacks remaining. 2 of them are completely no threat to us. However, they do have 2 full stacks. We can go ahead and attack both of these full stacks. So I'm going to go ahead, attack the very first stack, and I will see you all in the battle. Okay, so welcome to the battle. We're going to begin our deployment. Our standard formation. And we're going to go ahead, start the battle. Make sure that all our cavalry, horse archers are on skirmish mode. Quickly move up our horse archers. And then we are also going to move up our cataphracts. Stay a little bit zoomed out so that it's easier to deploy everything. And this Bactrian army has a lot of pikemen, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Couple of hoplite over here. Toggle on those trees, looks a bit better that way. And they do have a lot of pikemen, as you can see over here. These guys are the real danger, so we're going to have to try to manage our missiles as best as we can. So very quick, going to fast forward over here till we get into position. We are almost in position. And the enemy will soon engage us. Perfect. Get our cataphracts on the right flank to get a little bit closer to this unit in case it decides to charge us. Same over here. Move our other cataphracts behind. They don't seem like they want to charge us, so we are just going to activate that Cantabrian circle. Go ahead, charge that unit. Over here we can charge this unit. It's caught out pretty bad. We might reach it. Have a quick look. It's already routing. Great. And we are going to try our level best to micro our missile units, our horse archers, in order to hit as many of their units as possible. Especially their pike units and their other spear units. We don't want to waste our ammunition on melee troops, as we can charge the melee troops. Get these horsemen up in the front. Move our cataphracts to hit this melee unit. Get our general as well to try and target some pikemen. And this was actually a suggestion by Andrew Fish. So that's great. I have considered his suggestion. It is a good suggestion. Gonna move. Toggle off that fire at will. Move my cavalry around. Try to get to those spear units. Move behind. Meanwhile, our cataphracts over here can try to hit that unit. These cataphracts are doing well. Pull them back. Okay. Camera is acting a bit weird. Alright. Move our group 3 slightly away from them. Meanwhile, these cataphracts are almost in position. Make sure these guys are firing all into that pike unit. Move our general, move our other troops closer. We're gonna dedicate as much of our missiles as we can for the pikes. Meanwhile, this unit over here, we can just surround him. Try to get him from all sides. He is kind of overextended. Toggle on that melee mode. Quick look of what's going on over here. They are losing decisively, so I'm going to leave them like that. Get our horse archers. I don't want to keep hitting these melee units. Come on, keep hitting these units. And these guys can go ahead, quickly charge all of these guys. This guy is a bit of an overkill, so put him over there. Move our cataphracts behind. Perfect. These guys are done. Go ahead, charge those units. Alright, so this is kind of working out a little bit better. We are hitting their spear units. These guys are not hitting spear units. You're gonna hit the phalanx units, please. Great, good stuff. Pull our horse archers behind. Number 2. Cataphracts are doing well. Get all our horse archers into position. We have a good amount of ammunition now to take out the enemy pike units. Alright, that's great. Number 4, you're gonna hit this unit. And these cataphracts can go ahead, charge this unit. Archers can activate their fire at will and hit that pike unit.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Quickly now! We are at your command.
I'm gonna hit those pike units, please. Keep firing at the pike units. Get our cataphracts a little bit behind. Perfect. Make sure this unit routes, never returns back to the battle.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
All our archers are almost done. Nope, I want you to hit the pike units, please. Why are you firing? Yes, keep firing at these pike units. Great, good stuff. Group 3, these 3 can go ahead, charge this guy. These 2 come behind slightly. You can get these 4 maybe to attack this unit. Okay, they are a little bit further away now, so we can go ahead and attack them. Get our cataphracts back. Perfect. And these guys can kind of spread out like this. Cataphracts can just juke this guy. All these guys have done well to rout this unit. They're gonna hit that unit now. Meanwhile, over here, we are getting caught with the phalanx unit, so we're going to pull back again. Move our horse troops behind. Move all group 3 behind as well. Nice, make sure we get all of these units. Don't want them to return back into the fight. Good stuff, excellent. 3 of these can hit this unit. Get our cataphracts behind. Charge with these cataphracts to the back of that general unit. Group 3, go ahead, charge that unit. Group 4, position yourself properly, please. You're Group 4, okay. Go ahead, position yourself. Go ahead, charge the rear of these general unit. Didn't cause that much damage, surprising. Okay, they are losing decisively now. Group 3 can pull behind. Group 4, you can begin to surround this unit.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We need to pull this cataphract behind. Easiest thing to do is to just make him charge over here. Group 6 can kind of get these 2 guys to charge as well. Perfect. Group 4, go ahead, charge this unit from all sides.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And we are done with all our ammunition, so now we have to deal with all the remaining pikemen. Move our cataphracts out of there. They are taking a bit of damage from that general hoplite unit. Isn't all that great. Meanwhile, a quick look at these pikemen. They are turned away from us, so we are going to charge them over there and charge them over here, confuse them up a bit. Come on. They're facing us. That's not good. Formation is breached, however. Good stuff. We have dealt with these units over here. Losing decisively. Okay. And we're going to take 2 of these units, quickly have a look at which direction they're facing. They are facing in this direction. Take these 2 units, pull them out. And now, a little bit difficult to deal with these units. Go ahead, charge this unit, and we are going to make him turn around. And then charge this unit as well. Confuse them a little bit. Meanwhile, this phalanx unit should have turned around, so we are going to just charge this guy in the rear. Charge all of our guys towards that guy. This guy, come a little bit close. Move our general away from them. Have managed to rout their general. Moving all our cataphracts towards that pike unit. Excellent.
What is the king's bidding?
Pike units have turned around. Use group 2 to attack them in the rear. Group 4, go ahead, charge that pike in the back. They are not facing us. They're trying to... Yep, they will get absolutely demolished over here. Perfect. Perfect. Gonna fast forward over here. Try to wipe out as much of the enemy as I can, and I will see you all in the campaign. Alright, down goes the army. We managed to completely wipe them out. And this should allow us... We're gonna go ahead, release all the captives. Our general has leveled up. This should allow us to kind of move back into Amul. Get a little bit of that replenishment going. We're gonna put ourselves in fortified position. And... don't really have much over here. We're gonna go for the missile abilities. And over here, we can go for that extra replenishment rate since we need that. Focus on, yeah, the other 2 skills. I think that's good for now. Hopefully we will replenish in the next turn, and we should be able to then try to make a move towards Marakanda. Meanwhile, our spy over here is doing good. I think our other spy is injured or wounded. And we are going to fight the second battle against this army over here. He might retreat because we will have the garrison to support us as well. However, if he doesn't retreat, we will fight this battle. And he doesn't want to retreat, so we will fight the battle. And we don't have our reinforcing army also. This is a much significantly inferior army, so it should be an easier battle. And I will see you all in that battle. Alright, here we are in the battle. Go ahead, begin our standard deployment once more. And this time we are actually going to set them up. Group 5, Group 6, and the general in the back. Move up all our units up forward. And while we move our horse archers ahead, we are going to toggle on that skirmish mode. And we really need the enemy to come out of their garrison, which is good because they are coming out of their fortification. And because they are going to do that, we are just going to begin to try to encircle them as much as we can. Gonna play over here, get group 2 in that direction. Pull our horse archers a little bit behind. Our other horse archers as well. Slightly behind.
Advance at speed.
Okay, perfect. Horse archers will retreat. Pull back our cataphracts as much as we can.
Horsemen. For the king.
Group 3 come up a little bit behind.
Orders.
Push up Group 2. Group 4 can also push up. Group 3, come on.
Awaiting orders.
Try to get our cataphracts closer into tighter formation. And move them over here in an attempt to try to take out these archers. Perfect. Group 3 turn around. Actually, Group 3 just go ahead and get into melee over there. Group 4, you're also going to get into melee. Group 2, you're doing fine. Toggle off that fire at will. Group 4, toggle off your fire at will. Group 3, also your fire at will. I want to conserve as much ammunition as I can. Make this fight a lot easier on me. Meanwhile, we do have a sword unit that's coming out. So we are going to get a cataphracts into position. Alright, perfect. Toggle off the fire at will for our general. We are done wiping out these guys, so we're going to reposition our armies. With the exception of course, our cataphracts are going to keep pushing up. Okay. Units are quite spread out. Gonna have to wait to see when we have the ideal opportunity to charge. And I think we can charge into this unit. It is a little bit weird. No, we're gonna pull back because it's a little bit weird. Path of least resistance is this way. These two guys can move here. This is kind of a problem. We are going to pull back a little bit. Give them a bit more time to kind of come out fully so that their pathfinding is not all weird and messed up. And we are going to slow down the battle now. Okay, the pathfinding seems to be fine for now. We're going to pull our cataphracts a little bit, our horse archers a little bit further behind.
Awaiting orders.
Really weird pathfinding.
Horse archers.
And hopefully this time we should be able to charge them from both directions. Okay, they are taking some losses. Again, it's extremely weird pathfinding. As you can see, the AI is kind of like spread out like spaghetti. Meanwhile, over here... No, not really. Gonna have to move out again. We do have a spear unit over here. Just move away from him, rather. Move our horse archers behind. These guys can come all the way back. Possibly charge that unit from behind, because it is a melee unit. Pull our cataphracts out. Come on, hurry up. These are medium melee units, but they are 300 per unit, so that is crazy. We're gonna pull back again. Gonna slightly go around, maybe try to get these archers. And now we can activate the fire at will and try to hit this unit. It's a little bit far away actually, so again the pathfinding really screwing us over. Meanwhile, I think Group 2 only has spear units over here, so I'm going to toggle on that fire at will. Get Group 3 to come behind again. Group 4, come behind. Alright, we can go ahead and attack those archers now. Meanwhile, Group 4 can slowly make its way towards here. I'm not double clicking it. I want them to slowly move ahead. Okay. And now we can move group 4 in full speed. And the idea is once group 4 reaches, we are actually going to charge with our cataphracts as well. And that should pretty much deal with that unit.
What is the king's bidding? Advance and speed! Royal cataphracts!
And here we go. Okay. The general is a heavy phalanx unit. Yep, definitely don't want to engage him. Make sure we kill as many of this unit as we can so that they don't ever return to the battle. Group 3 can go ahead again, cycle charge over there. Move our horse archers out of there, our cataphracts somewhere in that direction. Horse archers can come a little bit closer. Gonna have another charge at this unit. They are starting to lose decisively, but I'm gonna hit that J key, move all of my units behind before these spearmen get into range of my units. And I must say, this strategy, I like it, Andrew Fish, if you're watching. It is a lot more effective, I have to agree. But it is like, you know, it will make battles a bit longer. But it definitely is more effective. Get our horse archers over here. Toggle on that fire at will. Shoot at these units, please. And the same's gonna go for this horse archer. Get off your melee mode. Attack that unit. These cataphracts can go ahead, charge that unit. Perfect. Toggle off that fire at will. Put on the melee attack mode. 2 of you don't need to charge. You guys are done well. Cataphracts, okay, doing quite well over here. They should win decisively over there. You guys are gonna hit this unit. Meanwhile, group 3 is done dealing with that enemy unit. I'm gonna pull back out again. Group 5, go ahead, charge. Horse archers pull off behind. Group 3, activate your fire at will. Perfect. These guys are done with these guys. Gonna go ahead, hit them over there. You guys hit these guys. General, activate your fire at will. You're gonna hit these guys. Group 2, move up. Group 3, you're gonna hit these guys. Move our cataphracts out of there. Yeah, taking some damage from these light melee units, which is kind of surprising. Group 2, some of you are done with your ammunition, so just go ahead, hunt down these units. Make sure they never return to the battlefield. General can go ahead, inspire as many troops as he can. Perfect. Now get our cataphracts around this unit. And it shouldn't survive this charge. Get them just to charge around. I want our missile units to not waste their ammunition on melee units.
One of our units has used all its
Currently wasting all our ammunition on melee units. Come back, what are you doing? Go ahead, charge this unit. Group 4, come a bit closer. Meanwhile, our cataphracts have done wrapping up that unit. It's great. Group 3, general, move behind.
has used all its ammunition.
Group 3, come a little bit closer. Group 4, keep hitting those units. Group 2, align yourself over here. We're going to try to attempt to charge these spearmen on both sides. They have just about 2 swords units remaining. However, their spear units are almost done. So thank you for this strategy. Andrew Fish. It is working out quite nicely. However, my cataphracts are taking the main brunt of the damage, which is, I guess, not so bad. Go ahead, charge. Group 3, you're done with that unit. So just focus your fire on another unit, please. Group 4, you can hit this unit.
Turning in our favor.
And it should rout quite soon as well. It's only 136. There we go. Group 2, pull back. Group 5, pull back. Group 4, hit this unit. Excellent. Our cataphracts can go ahead, attack each and every one. Make sure. And we're going to fast forward over here. The battle is done. I am going to continue to rout out these units, but I won't show them over here. And I will see you all in the campaign. Hey, a heroic victory. We managed to kill everyone but the general. We are going to liberate the captives. And yeah, we can go ahead and get some more replenishment rate for this guy. Meanwhile, ammunition is also good. Melee defense skills for all cavalry. That's quite good. Let's see. We get some more ammunition. Perhaps 23. It seems like we're capped at 23. So I don't really know. Meanwhile, we can go and get the skilled cavalrymen as well. Perfect. And with that, I could go ahead and end the turn, but before I do so, I'm just very quickly going to have a look at all my provinces. Okay, public order is increasing. Public order is also increasing. Over here, things are looking perfect. It is pretty much Capacine that's the problem, or Bactria that's the problem. However, in this episode, we should manage to subjugate the Bactrians. I mean, ideally, next we're going to push to Bukhara, Marakanda, and, you know, deal with the Bactrians in this episode. However, let's have a quick look at politics. Everything seems to be fine. Our leader can educate a character, so let's go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, over here, we do have like leveled up all of our family characters, so there's nothing much else to do in this turn. I'm going to go ahead, end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Alright, welcome to this next turn. One of our agents have been recovered. Good. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead. Try to steal some food in Bactria. And we are going to just move our army over here into Bukhara. And we can just auto-resolve this. It's gonna be pretty good. And we took just a few losses. I'm just gonna occupy the settlement so that I can replenish in the next turn. Go ahead, switch off the taxation in that province. Dismantle all the buildings. And meanwhile, a quick look of our army over here. Seem to be doing fine. This guy is beginning to recruit an army, so I might have to actually attack this army that's outside the city, pull all of them out, try to wipe them, keep Bactria as weak as possible. And I might just go ahead and do that actually. Meanwhile, just let's have a quick look at our diplomacy as well. They reject. The Bactrians, meanwhile, they are pretty hostile towards us, so once we make them our vassal, we're going to have to pay them off quite a bit to improve our relationships with them. However, let's just quickly go ahead, fight this battle, and I will see you all in the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle. Let us start our deployment. I'm going to put all our cataphracts in one army, in one group rather. And we are going to just fast forward this battle. It's a pretty easy battle. Just gonna have a quick look on the map to see where the enemy reinforcements are coming from. Meanwhile, use our cavalrymen to hit that hoplite unit. Enemy reinforcements seem to be coming up from over there. Move our cataphracts around. Try to cut off these archers. Perfect. Stop your fire. Manage to kill the enemy general. Perfect. Move all of our troops to that side. Move our horsemen up as well. Gonna go ahead, charge that unit. We are getting in range of their towers. However, didn't take a lot of casualties. Should be quite quick with that. Decisively, yes. Perfect. Make sure we wipe them out. Pull them out. Perfect. And now this is a bit of a troublesome situation to be in because we are pretty much cornered in one side of the map. However, I'm going to try to entice them to come to me. I'm not going to push up all the way. And once they are enticed to attack me, I'm going to slowly pull back into this wider area that I have over here. Just completely pull back. Make sure to toggle on that skirmish mode. Meanwhile, these guys can charge at that unit. That unit should lose decisively. After that, they can go ahead and charge at this unit. I'm gonna pull up our troops forward. Go forward, go forward. Really not micromanaging this. This is quite an easy battle that effectively. So just gonna focus on doing it as quickly as possible because we are running out of time in this episode and I do want to just show you guys how I subjugate Bactria. Go ahead, toggle on that Cantabrian circle. See if we can move our cataphracts all the way around. Cantabrian circle for group 2. Our general as well can inspire everyone. Disable the Cantabrian circle, move a little bit behind. Cataphracts, I have to keep an eye out for them. Go ahead, charge this unit. Cataphracts can pull back again. Group 3, get out. General as well, I need you to get out. Group 2 as well as need you to get out. Gonna quickly charge again with these cataphracts. And now quickly just deactivate the fire at will. Come on, come on. Don't fire. Perfect. Group 3, you're doing fine. Cataphracts are also doing fine. Group 2, move up ahead. Hey, perfect. Group 4, you're doing fine. Move out. Group 3 has used all its ammunition.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Group 2 has used all its ammunition as well. Get these guys out of Cantabrian. Move them up over here. It's an opportunity to pincer these guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Move slightly behind, and because of that quickness of the battle, we weren't able to micromanage our missiles effectively. Gonna move group 3, hit this guy. Group 2 as well, go ahead, hit this guy. Really just gonna fight it extremely rough. Hopefully we don't take too many casualties. Group 4, you can actually toggle on your fire at will.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Good. Group 2, move behind. Group 3 this way. Get our cataphracts over here. Other 2 cataphracts can move as well. We do have one archer unit that's being a nuisance. It is like kind of surrounded by a lot of friendly troops, so there's nothing much I can do to reach it. Move our cataphracts over here. Group 2, Group 3, General, quickly. Group 4, go ahead, charge. Perfect. And over here, move. Come on. Gonna put you in a separate group. Group 4, move up. Hit these archers. Perfect. Group 2, Group 3, Group 6 can also move. General can move up close. These guys can come closer. Group 4, get out. Group 2, real quick. Group 4, come on, move it out. Group 4, keep moving it over here. We're going to try to surround this unit quickly as possible. Let's see. Go for it. Not a really great charge right into the face of a phalanx unit. However, the rear charge should help us out. quickly move. Group 2. Come on. And now we can kind of hit those archers. Let's see what's going on here. With these cataphracts, we need to move them out now. These guys are done. Group 4, keep moving. I do apologize for the fast speed of this battle. And let's go ahead, hit this. Go ahead, hit this. The remaining of you is group 3 actually. Gonna get other cataphracts in there. Pull these guys behind. They are getting caught out. Go ahead, charge the rear of this unit. Our general can inspire everyone. Go ahead, hit. Move these guys behind. Get our other cataphracts closer as well. Group 3. Group 2, move out. Okay, you can just go ahead, kill everyone. They are gonna rout. These guys can charge this unit and this unit. You can charge this unit and this unit. Boom. There we go. And we are gonna continue the battle. And I will see you all in the campaign. Okay. Down goes that army. Gonna go ahead, ransom all the captives. We could attack Bactria and easily win the auto-resolve. However, I'm just gonna keep sieging it. And the reason being is I want Bactria to remain the capital of my satrap. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Alright, welcome back to the next turn. As you can see, we are still laying siege to Bactria. And we're gonna keep it that way for a while. Meanwhile, just gonna build up this province a little bit. And we are going to lay siege to Marakanda. If I can auto-resolve it, I don't care if the auto-resolve is quite bad. Let's go ahead, just auto-resolve this. We lost one cataphract unit. And I could technically loot it, but I am going to just simply raise it. And now I have Marakanda in my control as well. And we are going to build, let's say something for that commerce. Perfect. And now we can also attract Bactria. And we can subjugate them. Maybe they will do it diplomatically now. Let's see if they will.
Be welcome.
And will you become a satrapy? No, you won't. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna destroy you. And I will subjugate you. And with that, we now have Bactria as our subject. We are gonna quickly move back towards Marv so that we get some of that replenishment. Toggle on that patrol stance. Bactria is now our subject. However, they are quite hostile, so I'm gonna see if we can try to improve that. They will trade with us, and they will pay us for it, which is useful. We need every bit of money in order to pay them off to like us a bit more. And the way I'm gonna do that now is I'm just gonna give some payments to them. Okay, 112, that's not bad. Go ahead, give them a bit more. 74, and we're going to give them yet a little bit more. Minus 36, so that's something I can live with. And we are going to begin to move our spies down south towards the Morians, because they are the next target. We have effectively secured our north. We have a friendly tribe in the Saka, and we have secured our east, so all that remains is to secure our south, and then we can focus on the real objective of this campaign, and that is our expansion westward. Quick look at our provinces. Everything with the exception of Bactria is doing quite bad. So what we do need to do is we are building up at Eucritidea. Capazine, however, is built up, so I am going to just trade Capacine. I am going to get 12,000 for it with Bactria, so they will get Capacine at the start of the next turn. thanks to this submod, great submod. And pretty much nothing else to do here. We don't have any money to do so. And we can... Do we have a dignitary somewhere? We can hire a third dignitary, right? Yes, so we are going to do that and deploy him in Transoxiana. So yeah, I'm quickly going to go ahead, end the turn, and I'll see you all in the next turn. Welcome to the next turn. Our son has come of age, our heir. And he's virtuous. Faction leader is disdained, so we are going to have to kill him off quite soon, unfortunately. And meanwhile, this guy does have 200 gravitas, which is simply amazing. Gonna get for him some skills. Get that horse archer skills. As well as we can get for him... I don't want the morale for all units, okay. This is good. And of course that missile damage, that's quite useful. And what we are going to do is we are going to try to move our army here into Transoxiana to help out. Meanwhile, we are going to move our first horde back towards Marv for some replenishment. And I am going to replace him with our heir. Perfect. And another thing I could do is actually start to improve the wife of our heir. So we're going to go ahead, praise and do a favor to improve her stats. Meanwhile, we can also give her some gravitas gaining abilities. This one over here does give 2 authority, but this gives more gravitas, so I'm going to go for that instead. And can go for the cunning as well. I mean, not the best, but is what it is. Meanwhile, over here, we do want to keep using our other parties to improve the public order. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we have also grown over here in Nisa. So we can technically go ahead and start speccing up the province. We are going to build this building over here. Meanwhile, we can, I believe, get our third army as well. Nope, not yet. We need to hit our next Imperium level in order to do so. And we're quite close. I do believe once we deal with the Morians, we should be able to do that. Make sure we quickly move our spies down south. Yes, another thing I wanted to do, I do remember now, is to get a dignitary to help with the cultural conversion over here. And I am going to go for the tax rate guy, because eventually I am going to use Transoxiana as a secondary province for, you know, our economy. And, or our economy, rather. Make sure we patrol over here. In terms of public order, everything seems to be going up, so that's great. And the Bactrians have taken over Capucine. And now we are also going to give the Bactrians Eucritidea. So go ahead, click that same button, click on Bactria, the faction, and they're going to get Eucritidea, so they will own the entire province of Bactria. Next up, what we want to do is we want to further improve our relationships with them, as a subject who is disloyal will usually revolt against us. So we don't want that. It was a pretty tough war against the Bactrians, and we don't want to go to war with them again. They are neutral for now, so that is better. And our other subject is also kind of neutral. So with that, it seems like there's nothing much else to do in this turn. Once our faction leader does return, we are going to use him to kind of, you know, upgrade as many characters as possible. And then we are going to assassinate him. Alright, welcome back to what I believe will be the final turn of this episode. We are going to go ahead and deploy our dignitary in order to help culturally convert that province. Meanwhile, this army can garrison the settlement. We are playing with the public order for garrisoning. And the next thing we need to do is actually move our main army towards Nisa. And go ahead and recruit one more cataphract unit.
It is a great and glorious thing.
We do have a political action that requires our attention. A member of your family is seeking vengeance for the murder of her husband. She wants permission to hire a man to bring him to... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna grant her that permission. Meanwhile, our faction leader over here can begin using up all of his... using up all of his gravitas if possible. Let's see what else he can do. He can embezzle funds, so we are going to go ahead and just use him for that. Go ahead, embezzle again. It is getting our political parties a bit disloyal, and he only has 6 gravitas now. Now is kind of like a good time to get rid of him. However, he does have a very high cunning. And is there any reason why he has that? Not really, so we're gonna have to wait a couple of turns before we can kill him. So what we are going to do is, let's see, this killing requires 2 more cunning. Okay, so this character can get cunning somehow. Nope. What about here? Authority, so we can switch that out for cunning. And yeah, pretty much we are going to start leveling up this character as well. Gonna go ahead, improve her zeal. And we are going to send this character on leisure so that she will be 12 cunning in the next turn. And then in the next turn we can pretty much assassinate our faction leader, get a better faction leader with better traits that will keep the parties loyal. Meanwhile, let's have a quick look at our satrapies. Bactria seems to be quite happy with us. But we can further improve that now that we have a good amount of money. And they should be friendly, so they will not revolt against us for now. We do have 14,000 in the bank. We're going to see where we can spend it wisely. And at the moment, there is no place that I would want to spend it. I could spend it in Karth on this extra temple. And just a quick look, we have all of the characters we can get. And while I could upgrade this, I do want to hold on to a little bit more money. And I'm going to end the turn, even though I said that this will be our last turn, because we still have a little bit of time left. And I will see you all in the next turn when we have a new faction leader. Alright, welcome back to what I believe will be the final turn. And a quick look at our influence. It is quite good. What we are going to do now is assassinate. Why can't we assassinate him? Insufficient cunning. He's 11 cunning. Okay, so we're going to have to wait yet another turn. We're going to send this character again on leisure time. Use her firstly to improve the zeal of this character. Use this character to improve her cunning. Her authority. Send her yet on another leisure. And things are looking good. Let's have a quick look. Varzem is losing public order. So we are going to send our characters out to improve the public order over there. Meanwhile, Mada as well. And the Bactrians are quite happy with us. So yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is for now. As is Ranka. Okay, that is good. Meanwhile, just a quick look at the buildings. They are building up some barracks, I believe. I do want them to improve some of the buildings. I do want them to get their horse building. However, they don't seem like they want to do that themselves. Just a quick look at all of our characters. Everything seems fine. Gonna end the turn once again really quickly. Hop onto the next turn and get the new faction leader and end this episode. Alright, welcome to the next turn. Once again, hopefully this is our final turn. And we can go ahead and assassinate our faction leader. And this has pushed all of the political parties a little bit disloyal. And the reason is, you know, getting rid of our faction leader does cause a lot of disloyalty. So perhaps that was not the best thing to do. I cannot improve their loyalty in any way or form. I can try my level best to reduce the chance of a civil war. Go ahead. Select as many things as I can. And we might have a civil war on our hands. Go ahead, select in Parthia. Okay. Now let's see. Can we actually marry off this character? And we are going to adopt a husband. Perfect. And now what I do want to do is I want to improve the relationships with at least a few characters. We are in quite a high risk of a civil war. We could provoke certain parties. Xenophobe, this party is actually quite good to provoke. Let's have a quick look at our... Okay, House of Karen is pretty much over here. So we could provoke them. Meanwhile, our new faction leader has leveled up a little bit. And I could provoke, however, don't really want to do that. Since I do have a bit of an issue. Let's see if I can actually level up any characters that should further improve their loyalty a little bit. Go ahead, yes, keep improving some characters. This should decrease the chance of a civil war. Further, it is at 30% risk still. And this other factors is the main problem. However, we're going to have to wait and see until the next turn. Let's have a quick look at... Yes, so pretty much House of Surin owns all of the north, House of Karen over here. And other nobles owns Raga. We're going to have to see which of these guys actually revolt against us. So I am going to, again, continue into the next turn. Hopefully, maybe if we have a bit more money, we can do something. Let's see, what is it that we can't do? This, because it costs money, right? No, we have enough gravitas? No, we do not. Okay, we can improve the loyalty of at least one party. Alright, that is great. And so it's just House of Karen and House of Surin that will revolt against us. They do hate Greeks, they are patriot. Xenophobe. Sure, xenophobe is a problem with these guys. And the risk is at 27. I can reduce the risk a bit more if I choose to. No, I don't have. What about this character? You do not have enough money, so it's money that's the issue. And if money is the issue, I can just stop building this for now. And that has given me 7,000. We're going to use this character to kind of improve the loyalty of this party. And he can't really do any more. So yeah, this is the best we can do for now. And the risk is at 24%, so I'm going to go ahead, end the turn, and basically hope that we don't get a civil war on our hands. That would be quite devastating. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next turn. Alright, so here we are in the next turn. It seems like we have averted a civil war, and all of them are now super loyal. Wonderful. Because we have a better faction leader. For sure. A beloved faction leader who is actually giving 10 loyalty to all political parties. So that is great. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that happened that way. All worked out for me in the end. And very quickly, just going to do a few things over here before I go ahead and end the turn. And end the episode rather. And see you in the next episode, I guess. So very quickly gonna have a look at our buildings. Over here in Nisa, we can build this now temporarily. We could go for this building that gives extra bonuses for horse cavalry or cavalry units. However, for now we need to improve our economy a little bit more, I believe. Or maybe I can just go ahead and start specializing. This does give 200 wealth from agriculture, 10% wealth to all agriculture, 200 wealth. It does consume food. I'm gonna go ahead and build this building. I don't really need a lot of money. However, over here I do need to build these temples up. Get this province to be taxed. That should give us a bit more money. That's great. Meanwhile, we have put our main character in a city so that he gets leveled up pretty fast. He does have a champion who is helping him level up. As you can see, the champion does have really a lot of good skills to help our general level up. And at the same time, the experience gained from just garrisoning a settlement will help him as well. Meanwhile, even public order across the board is looking fantastic now. And I guess that's due to our new faction leader. Where he, beloved leader, +5 public order, +8 replenishment rate. Really great faction leader. And this is why you want to play the political game. Meanwhile, before we go ahead in the turn, we are going to try to improve our characters a little bit more. Gonna switch her back to the authority and gravitas, I guess. And this character can go on a vacation. And with that, I think I am done with the turn as well as the episode. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you liked the video, please like the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you are interested for more. Peace and love.